this here, put that there. Actually, flip those to do that. All right. Back. Let's go. We gotta go to sleep. Oh my goodness. We're so sleepy. We're sleepy, Arthur. Or Howard, or whatever the fuck our name is. Whoa. I am freezing. It is very cold here. Okay, well, it's not cold where I am right now, so. What is this thing? It looks like some kind of instrument. It resembles a didgeridoo. It looks quite ancient. Oh. Whoa. Its sound. It gives me the creeps. Chilling. Okay. 2, 3. One more stone tablet, which is probably over there. He said, but they were right there, actually. Open your think frame. Okay, so. Okay. To solve its notes for the didgeridoo. To solve the puzzle, you need to play the didgeridoo according to the notes on the tablet. You can see the solution on the image below. So I gotta do what? Do I have to play every single one of these? Alright. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. I would argue that's not much of a puzzle, because it's actually just reading. There we go. No, god damn it. Oh, never mind. What are these nightmares doing to me? Or am I going mad? I feel exhausted. All my energy has been drained. Well then, let's stay asleep, my man. That's what I do when all my energy's drained. I still feel tired. How long have I been asleep? What? It's the 13th of November. Be right back. Okay, cool. It was the 10th when I went to sleep. I've slept for 3 days. What's happening to me? Am I sleepwalking? 3 days lost, huh? What do you mean you don't have a reason to call him? I wonder if the test results are ready. I better ask Arthur about it.
Yes. Hi, Arthur. Oh, hi, Howard. How are you doing?
Check his color
Listen,
ID.
I just wanted to know if you had got anything back yet about the substance I left in my office.
Yes, I've got the report right here. Just a moment. Yes, here it is. It's nasty stuff, all right. Some kind of neural medicine, but mixed with a hallucinogen. And no ordinary hallucinogen, according to the report. Although they're not sure yet exactly what it is.
Thanks, Arthur. That's all I needed to know.
Don't mention it. Take care.
You too.
Not
See
even
you
gonna
soon.
ask, huh? Not even gonna ask where we got it. I don't know why we're going back here. I don't think I ever. Oh, it's this one. Oh, the what he thought was a key. We played brush with the thinner. Now, why did we do this? Take the paintbrush. Yeah. Climb the stairs back up to the loft. You're not gonna unlock by using the key ring. Oh. Whoa. For a certain purpose. Got 3 sticks. God damn it. Drawings on the back. Give the pigeonholes a closer look and read each of the letters. What? Give the pigeonholes a closer look. Give the pigeonholes a closer look. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Chief. Maybe there's something else in this room we haven't looked at. I think there's two that are locked, right? This is locked too, right? It's locked. I've begun to examine the special wooden sculptures that Mr. Kerwin obtained from Africa. These identical wooden sculptures have a hidden compartment in them, which is protected by some kind of locking mechanism that I haven't been able to figure out yet, apart from the one I opened easily. I don't know what they're meant to contain. I've also seen firsthand one of these sculptures in one of the places that we discovered with the aid of the maps. These sculptures are very important. Inside the one I opened, I found various kinds of leaves and an eyeless dead insect, which I couldn't identify. Having no eyes, it made me think it was a species of insect that lives its entire life in dark and deep caves where no sunlight ever penetrates. I haven't figured out which plant or tree the leaves come from. Their smell is strong and very interesting. Since the same smell emanates from the other sculptures, which I couldn't open, I assume all of them contain the same items. Mr. Kerwin says the purpose of these sculptures is to contain the Dervashi mixture. All of my research concerning the Dervashi mixture has not yet yielded satisfying results. This indicates that its preparation has been protected extremely well, or that knowledge of it has been passed on through oral traditions. Even the most ancient and comprehensive writings, hardly any information can be found about it. According to these writings, the mixture has a very potent effect on people. It's known that the mixture can induce altered states of consciousness. I believe it has additional effects because Dervashi is of critical importance to the soul metamorphosis doctrine. At the moment, I'm working on opening the locks of the sculptures without damaging them in any way. To do this, I'll need to understand the locking mechanisms. I believe I'll figure this out soon. IB. Using the marker and old maps is a great way to find the places, but the condition of the maps is deteriorating rapidly. To avoid any further damage to them, the maps have been placed in a special cabinet for storage. We have discovered a lot of places by using them, and our research continues. The most important place we found is the ancient cemetery that hides the tombs we've long sought after. The ruins that were found 350 to 400 meters from there lead me to believe this place was an ancient settlement. Perhaps the ruins were once a town that belonged to the folk called Either that lived at Northwood Mountains long ago. Mr. Kerwin will start searching this place within a few days. We got a key of some sort. We just read that one. A half-full inkwell. Give the pigeonholes a closer look. that what you mean by those? Oh. Read the letters from left to right. Dear IB, I will try to write down completely all the information regarding the strange disappearance of Mr. R, which I have learned directly from Mr. FV. I beseech you to send this mail to Mr. Kerwin, too, because, as you know, I had to leave for Thessaly today. About 1 month ago, Mr. R had written a letter to Mr. FV, mentioning a police operation was being conducted in the area where he was living, and how he felt uncomfortable because of this event. According to what Mr. R said, police heard some unusual things, and because of this, they started their investigation in the suburbs. Some people have been arrested, but the reason for these arrests have not been announced publicly. In the successive days, Mr. RV got in touch with one of our police friends and got some information regarding the strange operations. According to our police connection, the investigation focused on 2 Gabonese sailors and what they had brought in from some eastern Indian islands. Mr. R tried to retrieve information regarding these Gabonese sailors. These sailors gave some objects from some eastern Indian islands where they often sailed with merchant ships to some unknown persons in the suburbs. At a tavern called a Knight's Head, he learned from an undependable source, from a drunk, that police seized one of these objects in the course of the investigation. According to the drunk, they had sold a very ancient parchment to someone named Legrois and were paid very generously. Then these 2 had quit sailing and went back to their country. Gabon, that last object, the parchment, was very important and dangerous. Mr. R said all of this in his last letter to Mr. FV. But after a month, when Mr. FV noticed that no replies to his letters had been coming from Mr. R, he went to visit him. He wanted to visit him personally. When he arrived, there was no trace of Mr. R. That is all Mr. FV told me. He is now residing at Mr. R's place and waiting for further orders. I have sent a letter to Mr. FV telling him to contact you, and I hope he will visit you soon. Your servant, Zai. My old friend. You may be worried because you haven't heard from me from some time, but I can assure you you will be surprised when you see the things that I have found. In the package I have sent you, I have added all of the copies of my discoveries, together with the notes about what I have written. It is very noticeable that they are ancient, but still, I think that they were copied from an even more ancient source. The drawings of the 4th parchment seem particularly attractive and confusing. They may seem meaningless at first, but when you inspect the notes that I've added, they will become clearer. I think that the sign with an Ouroboros around it serves as a key or source for the others, and I still cannot understand the meaning of the diagram, on which the familiar celestial bodies are shown as strange locations. If you could find any clues about these matters, let me know. That didn't ring a bell. Oh, multiple pages. Even if I want to talk to you about these things excessively, I have to stop here for now. I have to travel shortly, and I won't return for 1 month. Hence, you will not hear from me during that time. I think that I will be back at the latest on 28/11/2011. The time is getting closer, and thus these things will start to become more complex. P.S. I think there's a connection between my discoveries and the book you have sent, but it would be best to leave this until our next conversation. John D. Whoops. So that gives you a hint. Hmm. Where? Okay. Well, we know it's there. Hi, friend. I want to proudly announce to you that we have discovered what we've been seeking. The city was lying buried in the sand 1 mile northwest of the location we last dug at. According to some local legends, all the inhabitants of the city were killed when the city was buried under the sands because of their sins. These legends have greatly influenced the locals, as we've noticed when we excavated the city. We uncovered it after 2 weeks of exhausting work. The first things we noticed were the skeletons and abundance of bones scattered everywhere, some of which appear to be gnawed on. We found parchments which contained pictures and some strange hieroglyphs in a cave that was most likely used as a library. The sections with pictures look like they are about necromancy and sorcery. One parchment in particular is very exciting because it has some sections that look like the Voynich manuscript, which is thought to be related to the Botanic. In some buildings, stained low altars, which have really exciting symbols on them, greet the eye. Inside these buildings with the low altars, it is apparent that at one time the walls were adorned with colorful petroglyphs. The desert not as auspicious as it first seemed. I listened to the sounds which Marco Polo had mentioned, and I can say that he was right. Some nights, speech and music were heard so close to our camp that it would be faulty not try to record them. Don't know what that means. Faulty. Maybe that's supposed to say faulty. I don't know. But it cannot be said that we were successful in that attempt. Oh, okay, cool. Hell yeah. You have fun with your sister, dog. We'll talk later. You have a good night. Uh, let's see. Because the only thing we had were the screams of the wind that was continuously moving the sands and immersing us in incoherent thoughts. I think that this discovery is an important step on the way to our ultimate goal, which needs to be examined a bit more. I hope I can send detailed documents about all our discoveries in a short time. Take care until then. Sharlef bin Humra. Four. Brother, I hope you are right. Happily, I want to declare you that the EB problem has been solved. The little building in the garden is under our control now, and we've already started to examine it. Since we couldn't take that old fool's house in ordinary ways, we have used the last and most direct solution. Now JD is residing there. I'm sure that you'll want to join him in his examination. To communicate with him, please use KD78GT8. And we have found a pelican there, which contains some objects. We think that those objects are some kind of keys, but a further investigation is needed. We did not try those on the target location because, as you know, to enter some places without knowledge may be dangerous. Regards, IB. It's a weird combination there. Is it an address? It must be Ivar Bergen. No doubt those are his initials. Okay. Honorable IB. As told in the Tambore, subsequent to a green-colored smoke, a dim flame was seen, but the mentioned face wasn't. I am not sure that I could read the prayers correctly. When the waters have risen, and I am not certain that the part I believe is to be said when the moon is at the right location. In a short time, I believe I can report to you the results of my latest research. Dig. Apparently there was an inkwell over here. Yeah. I remember examining it now that I'm thinking about it. Didn't I just get a key? It's a paintbrush. I just picked up the key. I already picked up the key. Okay. Go to the trap door. Okay. No. Painted the putty. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Whoa. A lot of maps here. Marks a series of numbers. I think that's kind of serial number. Go back to the bedroom and look at the empty paper on the dresser. Blank piece of paper. Okay. Then take the marked paper. Oh, that's right. We also haven't done something. We're also supposed to use our phone and type in 5, 3, 7, 8, 4, 8, 8. Of course, our encrypt. I'm gonna ask Arthur.
Yes?
Hi, Arthur. It's Howard. I need you to do me another favor.
Yes, of course.
I've got a phone number here. 537 8488. I need to know what address that is.
No problem, Howard. I'll call you back when I found it.
Thanks, Arthur.
I suppose he's doing all this because Arthur is the police contact. Again, I'll say this every time, but the mouse doing that makes me really think that a cutscene's happening. What am I here to do? I already read that. Look at the paper. Okay. I meant to say this. Oh. Oh, this shit. Yeah, I remember this. I symbol. Is it an I? No. I in the containing WMT. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, okay. Right in front of it. Could this stand for Wellsmith? Could this be the map number? I should check it out. Okay. And then underline all the WMT stuff. Can you do this all at once? So Wellsmith 2, I wonder what it stands for. No, it just reads the last one you do. Wonder what the symbol stands for, and then lastly, there we go. Okay, that's all we have to do here. So we gotta go back to Ivar's cabin. Ivar's cabin. The joys of playing this on a Windows 10 machine, or I it probably would have loaded fast on another one, but whatever. That's what I have, a Windows 10 machine. It goes real fucking fast. All right. Okay, hold on. It says open up my what? Open your think frame and check each one of them. What? I don't know what that said to do. Think frame. Well, think about. Okay. ID of 03, whatever. Oh, okay. No, they're wheels. That's what I have to use. Whoops. That's why I was very confused. What the fuck? Okay. So 5. What are we at right now? We need to be at... No. Okay, no. Where's the fucking... Can you fucking... That's about 5. Second one is 0.3. And 0.3 and 104. Sure. 104. No, I wasn't trying to do that. 8. Perfect. Okay. Next is 7 and 0.8. So there, I think. Six. There we go. All right. And then lastly, 904. There. And 204. Yes. We did it. I marked all the places in Osmus. Red Town. I've never heard of the name before. This is where Ivar's cabin is. I have no idea about the other places. The map has no signs or markings on it. Wolf's Prey. Never heard of it. Well, we've read about it. Leave the. Okay. Leave the cabin. Gotta let me. God damn. There's a lot more than I thought. Music, there's not a lot of it, obviously, but it's startling every single fucking time. I did the thing again that I always complain about. It is very funny to have this game be controlled entirely by the fucking mouse. Alrighty, well, we're gonna call it quits. I know I said I wanted to finish this tonight, and it doesn't look like we're too far from being done, but it's 10 o'clock and I'm ready to go to bed. Or, at the very least, just chill. So, thanks for sticking around. We will finish this hopefully tomorrow. Good night.